to Super Unrealistic,
the podcast where we talk about your favorite superheroes and how they're flawed.
I'm Isaac.
And I'm Brandon.
Now let's get started. Today we'll be talking about a powerful duo, Captain America and Iron Man.
Captain America is the alter ego of Steve Rogers, a frail young artist enhanced to the peak of human perfection by an experimental super soldier serum. After joining the military to aid the United States government's efforts in World War II. But things go south and he is used by the government for propaganda when all he wants to do is help his country fight. He goes on a rescue mission to save America war prisoners from a Nazi base ran by a man named the Red Skull. He saves the soldiers and brings them back safe and sound. He is deemed a war hero and is sent on a mission to kill the Red Skull before he is able to use his big bomber plane. He takes out the plane but can't stop the bombs, so he drives the plane into the Arctic and gets frozen in the ice. In the future of 2011, and all of his friends are dead now, but he still decides to fight for his new world. He is Captain America. I don't understand what half that meant.
That's perfect.
Oh yeah, no edits are needed there.
That's right. Now for
and now
Iron Man.
Explain Iron Man.
I was about to.
No.
Iron Man is the child of a multi-billionaire that makes military weapons to keep America safe for a better tomorrow. His name is Tony Stark. Tony becomes very well versed in the ways of engineering. One day, Tony gets attacked by a group of terrorists using his own weapons. The terrorists kidnap Tony and take him to their lair, where Tony meets another engineer/doctor that saves his life from ending due to the shards of the bomb that explodes next to him. Hence, why he has that thing in his chest. Long story short, the terrorists want him to make a bomb. He decides not to make the bomb, and instead makes a suit to break out. It works like a charm, and he breaks out with the only problem being that his doctor friend dies. The suit breaks down in the middle of the desert, and he gets rescued a day or so later. He realizes that his weapons aren't helping, so he starts making more pacifist-like choices. He starts by making a suit to help protect people. Iron Man is born.
Now you guys may be asking, why did we choose these two to be our last episode?
Do you know the answer?
No.
During most of Phase whatever, whenever Thanos came in, they had their ups and downs on their opinions, like Civil War and the beginning of Infinity War. But when the world needs them most, they do unite against a greater common enemy, aka Thanos, in the MCU. Now, I got a little quiz for Brandon.
Real quick, back before I saw Infinity War or any of those, Emma Wyckoff was making me name off characters so she could see if they knew who they were. And I said Thanos as Vanos, as in like Vanos Gaming.
Why?
I wasn't sure how to say it. And I knew I heard Vanos from somewhere, and it was spelt similar in my head, how I remembered.
Vanos Gaming is the big bad of Phase. Yeah.
I never watched Vanos.
Neither did I. I watched like one video of his. Anyway, I got a little quiz prepared for Brandon. He doesn't know a whole lot about the MCU, but me on the other hand, I've watched every single movie about 5 times over.
Where was the Wilhelm scream?
And I don't think that's a joke.
Alright.
Let's start with Captain America's questions.
Woohoo.
Who is Captain America's main enemy?
Red Skull.
That is correct.
Oh yeah.
What is Captain America's shield made out of?
I know it starts with a V, but that's it.
Take a guess.
Vanillium.
Vanillium?
I don't know. I'm just trying to think of something that
The
starts
correct
with a V.
answer is vibranium.
Alright.
Who made Captain America's shield?
Harold Stark?
Howard Stark.
Alright.
Tony Stark's dad.
Yeah. I just looked up Harold Stark and it's a real military dude.
Who is Captain America's love interest?
I don't know.
The answer is Peggy Forever.
That's a weird last name.
Yeah.
No offense to anyone listening whose last name is Forever, but I don't like your last name.
I don't think it's Forever, but that's how it's spelled. During which war did Captain America fight in?
It was World War II, because Hitler.
Now for Iron Man. Where was Iron Man's first suit built?
Terrorist bunker.
What did the terrorists want from him?
They wanted him to make, like, a war machine? Like, I don't remember. Like a weapon?
It was a weapon, but what kind of weapon?
Nuke? I don't know.
They were missiles. Very strong missiles, mind you. What is the name of Tony Stark's robot helper?
Dummy.
No. His name was Jarvis.
Jarvis Johnson. That's a YouTuber that you don't know.
His name was Jarvis, then he became Vision when Ultron put his mind into a body. Or tried to. I know that YouTuber.
Oh.
Jarvis. And then Jarvis died in Vision's body. And so he made another sidekick named Friday. Who was Iron Man's sidekick? Not Captain America.
I didn't know he had a sidekick. I don't know.
The Iron Patriot.
That is quite the name.
Yeah. You
Wait.
should see a suit.
This is Iron Man's?
The Iron Patriot. Then he became War Machine. And last one. What element did Iron Man create?
Iron Manium.
Iron Manium?
Yeah.
It was palladium.
I feel like I've actually heard of that.
It actually does sound like an element, which I do like. Probably Iron Man 2. That's when it was invented.
Did we watch Iron Man 2?
No, not with me. You probably watched it.
I doubt it. The only...
It's the one where the villain has the electric whips, I think. Yeah.
The only superhero movie I watched without you was Batman vs. Superman. And I think I actually referenced that in the first episode. I think I said that at some point.
Martha's mom. My mom's name is Martha too.
My mama dead too. Of course.
How do you know that name? Who told you?
How'd you know my mama dead?
It's a weird ending to that movie.
Well,
we don't need to go on another DC rant. We don't. That's not what we need.
Alright.
I don't understand how they had the technology for the serum back in like 1930s to the 1940s.
The government's hiding it from us.
There was in the new show, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. They actually showed that there was a black guy that had the super serum. He was a test subject, I think before Steve Rogers. They bled him so that they could test his blood. But they never told the public about him because they didn't want people to think that there was a black guy with superpowers. Falcon and the Winter Soldier is pretty good. It's just sort of slow, which is alright because it's only 6 episodes.
Wow. We had 5,000 to 800 African-descended people participate in the American Revolution, yet they still couldn't vote.
That's History Facts with Brandon.
I was curious because you referenced the black man, and I wanted to see if there was any in the Revolutionary War.
Yeah, but
And
this
yes.
was World War II times.
I know, but I knew that there were in World War II.
His name was Isaiah,
and
too.
even World War One and the Civil War. Isaiah? Who's Isaiah?
The black guy.
Oh, I thought you said same with Isaiah.
The African-American man.
We should get Obama to partake in one of the episodes.
This is the last episode.
That's only if we want it to be.
That's true.
We could always buy equipment and do it from home.
I don't... In his chess piece before he created a new element to put into his chest. It was an arc, huh?
Would he die if that was taken out?
Well, it depends on how long it was taken out for, because the thing in his chest keeps shrapnels from a bomb to poison his blood and kill him. But he has an arc reactor, that's the circle. It's an arc reactor that keeps... It's like a big magnet that keeps the poison from the bomb shrapnels from going into his blood and killing him. And that was killing him because it was toxic itself. So he takes it out and he creates a new element to save himself. Which, I mean, it's a kind of convoluted solution. But, I mean, whatever. Like how he comes to create an element, he looks at like a map that his dad made. Who's dead now, by the way. Like, back in a while ago when he was a kid. And he's like, he takes the map, makes all the buildings, electrons and neutrons. And he's like, yeah, this looks like an atom, let's make it. And it was the answer to keeping him alive, apparently.
Alright, I actually don't know this. How does Captain America how is he in the future?
When he was landed in the Arctic, I think it was.
Oh yeah, he got frozen in the ice.
Mm-hmm. He got frozen in the ice, then some explorers came along and they dug him up. He's like, how this guy's still alive?
He's got that super serum in his veins.
Also, his lover is dead. Yeah.
No.
I think he goes to the hospital and sees her.
How dare you make
She's
a
old.
family
This is
when
70
I'm
years in
gone
the
for
future.
80 years.
That's 70 years in the future, so. I wonder how much time he messed up when he went back and, like, slow danced with her.
The Earth is now destroyed.
Yeah, wouldn't there be some, like, cosmic no-nos out
There'd
there?
be something going on. Probably something like a dog wasn't born. Or like...
You ever heard of the butterfly effect?
Or maybe like one tree wasn't planted.
A flap of a butterfly's wing on one side of the planet could cause a tsunami on the other side, apparently. That's the butterfly
I think
effect.
you're dumb. Like, if I chose to drop my Chromebook, the only difference is I would need to buy a new Chromebook.
Yeah, also there's a gust of air.
What's the air gonna do? Cause a hurricane?
Maybe.
You don't know.
Like if you kill Hitler.
Apparently there was a giant fire in St. Clairsville in 1866.
I think if you
that
killed
burned down
Hitler...
half the downtown
I think
area.
if you killed Hitler, there would have just been someone else who took his place.
Mussolini. Speaking of Mussolini.
No, not Mussolini.
Did you know that Mussolini's great-grandson is running for office in Italy?
Oh.
We'll keep you updated on that.
How's that going for him?
Fine.
Really? Is he a good person?
Probably. Also, Germany's building out their army.
Listen, if Adolf Hitler had like 3 grandsons after him, I mean, that doesn't mean they're bad
He didn't.
people. I know, they cut off his bloodline.
I'm
But,
pretty sure his nephews and nieces didn't even have kids to stop the bloodline. That may have been wrong, because I heard that fact in, like, 2nd grade.
But all I'm saying is, if there's like a really bad guy like Hitler and he has a kid and that kid has a kid and that kid has a kid, that doesn't mean they're a bad person.
I mean, yeah, I don't think personality is really hereditary.
Yeah. Anyway, this is all related because Captain America punches Hitler in one of the comics.
So, don't be Hitler.
Yeah, don't be Hitler.
But
there shouldn't be a but after that.
no!
Don't be Hitler, but, I mean...
I hope you enjoyed our podcast. Maybe one day in the future we'll come back. But for now, we're signing off. Goodbye. probably shouldn't be reading it like I'm reading off a script.
He doesn't know much about superheroes.
No,
Or the MCU in general.
I don't watch movies.
Do you know who the purple Thanos man is? With
The last
grape
movie
chin?
I watched that wasn't with this guy was Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom.
Really?
Yeah.
That's kind of sad.
And then the only movie I watched after that was 1912, that war movie that we watched.
That was a good one. That
Mhm.
was a good one.